Here's a compelling, long-form video script for the story of a black woman who was wrongly arrested and later became a judge. This script is designed for a high-engagement, documentary-style video with a mix of narration, reenactments, and real-life footage. Opening scene: dramatic music, flashing police lights, slow-motion close-ups of handcuffs, a woman's face in distress, fast-cut shots of a courtroom. Narrator: VO. Imagine walking down the street, minding your own business. And then, your life changes forever. Scene transition, surveillance footage of a police arrest. Dramatic zoom in on the woman's face as she's handcuffed. Public gasps in the background. Narrator: VO. One moment, she was a law-abiding citizen. The next, she was in handcuffs, humiliated, dehumanized, and accused of a crime she never committed. Cut to a black woman sitting in a holding cell, tears rolling down her face, overlapping audio of police officers talking, and the sound of a jail door slamming shut. Narrator: VO. But what the system didn't know was that this woman, she wasn't just another statistic. She was about to turn the tables on justice itself. Cut to black. On screen text: this is the story of how a wrongly arrested black woman took the bench as the judge. Scene: flashback to her life before the arrest. Soft lighting, warm music, images of her as a child, studying in school, dreaming big. Narrator: VO. She was always meant for greatness. Born into a world where the odds were stacked against her, she worked harder than anyone else. She had big dreams, dreams of standing in a courtroom, not as a defendant, but as a protector of justice. Cut to young girl watching a courtroom drama on TV, eyes filled with admiration. Narrator: VO. The courtroom fascinated her. The power of justice. The voices that could change lives. But she never imagined that one day she'd be sitting in that courtroom, fighting for her own freedom. Scene: the day of the arrest. Fast-paced editing, harsh lighting, intense music. Narrator: VO. It started as an ordinary day. She was running errands, heading home. And then, cut to police sirens. Fast footsteps. An officer approaches. Police officer: Mom, put your hands behind your back. Black woman, confused, panicking. Wait, what? What's happening? I didn't do anything. Cut to handcuffs clicking shut. Her eyes wide in shock. Bystanders watching in horror. Narrator: VO. She hadn't committed a crime. But that didn't matter. Wrong place. Wrong time. Wrong skin color. Scene: police interrogation room. Cold, harsh lighting. She sits with arms crossed, trembling, facing officers who won't listen to her side of the story. Narrator: VO. They questioned her like she was a criminal, accused her of things she had never even imagined doing. She tried to explain, but the system had already made up its mind. Cut to judge slamming a gavel, her looking defeated in court. Narrator: VO. For the first time, she felt powerless. The law that she had always believed in had failed her. Scene: jail cell, close-ups of her face, tears, flashbacks of her childhood, dreams shattering. Narrator: VO. Sitting in that cold cell, she had a choice. She could let this moment define her, or she could fight back. Scene: dramatic shift in music, determined look in her eyes. She starts writing in a notebook in jail, planning for the future. Narrator: VO. And fight back, she did. Scene: the case is overturned. Courtroom cheers. She walks out of the courtroom a free woman, but her face shows it's far from over. Narrator: VO. After months of legal battles, evidence proved what she had always known: she was innocent. The case was dismissed. But she wasn't satisfied with just clearing her name. She wanted to make sure this never happened to anyone else again. Scene: she enrolls in law school. Intense study montages, sleepless nights, stacks of law books, fists clenching in determination. Narrator: VO. She went back to the very system that had failed her. She studied. She learned the law inside and out. She fought through every barrier, every doubt, every person who told her she wasn't meant to be in those rooms. Scene: graduation. She stands tall in a cap and gown, holding her law degree. Camera zooms in on her determined face. Narrator: VO. And then, she did the unthinkable. She became a lawyer, a defender of the people. And she didn't stop there. Scene: courtroom. She walks in wearing a judge's robe. The room goes silent. She takes a seat at the bench. Narrator: VO. Years later, she took the ultimate step. The same woman who was once wrongly arrested was now the one holding the gavel. Cut to: the courtroom stands in respect as she enters. She looks around the room, her past flashing before her eyes. Narrator: VO. Justice had come full circle, and now she had the power to make sure what happened to her never happened to anyone else again. Scene: montage of her overseeing cases, advocating for fairness, helping innocent people, making change in the community. Narrator: VO. She became more than just a judge. She became a symbol of resilience, a fighter for those without a voice, a reminder that the system could be changed from within. Final scene: close up of her smiling, confident, with the courtroom in the background, the gavel in her hand. Narrator: VO. She was once a victim of injustice. Now, she delivers justice every single day. Dramatic pause. Screen fades to black. On screen text: one woman, one fight, one powerful comeback. Never underestimate the power of resilience.